My name is Carrie Sigman and I'm the Investor Relations Manager for Brixton Metals. Right now we're at the Thorn camp for Brixton Metals. The Thorn property is located in northwest BC. It's about 130 kilometres away from the village of Atlin, and it's a 27,000 hectare package of land, so a huge expanse of land to be explored. Currently we're exploring the O-band zone, which is where we've had previous successes with exploration.
We're on the Thorn project. We're actually standing on the O-band diatreme breccia zone that we've been drilling this season, 2013. We've been drilling a number of holes looking to expand the mineralization that we found in 2011 and 2012. Well, we took a look at the existing data that we have, and we added a structural geology interpretation and mapping. There were several weeks of structural geology mapping, and we put together a pretty good understanding of the structural network here. And what we're seeing is several structures that appear to be related to the mineralization, and we're starting to develop an understanding on the zone of favorable orientation for the drilling. So it looks to be that we've got this northwest, southeast dilation within the structural regime here. And we're seeing that from small hand samples to large-scale outcrops to the whole region. It seems to have this network of structural patterns that we're starting to put together to help us understand the structural story here. So that, combined with the existing geophysical and geology and geochem data that we have, that's helping us vector where we're drilling. And then we're putting all that data into a 3D model, and that's helping us identify our drill targets. And if you look directly behind me is the Camp Creek corridor, where there's a whole series of veins, high-grade, high sulfidation veins that are silver, gold, copper rich. And in that instance, you can actually see the mineralization in the outcrop within the alteration assemblage. So it's quite a large alteration system, and we're right on the northern margin of the O-band, and we're looking to move towards the veins and see if we can test some of those high-grade veins through drilling. We're standing in the core land, the Brixton Metals core land at the Thorn property. And we've got mostly 2011, 2012 core stacked here, and we've got 2013 sectioned off in a new area. You can see the mineralization is it's a matrix supported mineralization. These fragments are fragments of the diorite thorn stock that have been well rounded and milled. And we get this matrix supported mineralization in between those fragments.
I'm Cale Moody. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for Brixton Metals. I've been in the exploration business for about 7-8 years now. We started up Brixton Metals in 2010, Gary and I. We both came off an acquisition at that time, so it seemed like the right timing to start something up in silver and gold exploration. And we focused drilling in this property, and the results came up fantastically in the first season. So we continue to focus on this project. Well, ideally, I mean, we want to continue to explore up here and continue to cut costs and create efficiencies. And we're spending basically all our money in the ground. We have a very, very low burn in our office in Vancouver, and a very tight team. And everybody is putting their time in the field.
There's just no shortage of targets. It's just going to be a matter of systematically proving out the resource. The big goal for us ultimately is to build up these resources to a 43-101 of significant size.
We've taken advantage of the fact that we're in a tough mining climate. So we have many vendors that are really hurting for business this year, so we're able to negotiate lower contracts. Secondly, we have the government incentives with BC mining tax credit and flow through. And the third thing, I guess, would be cost control. So we have Gary on the ground here that's really on top of all the costs. So everything, right down to buying food, coffee, diesel, flights, everything. He's on top of that on a daily basis. That's coming to our office in Vancouver. I'm looking at those costs. We're in contact every day, basically making sure we have no overruns in our budget.
Well, I think the upside is that we're still relatively early in our advancement of what we think is a significant discovery here. our market cap is quite low, and given that the juniors have taken a big hit, that's created the opportunity for people to participate in what we think is a pretty significant resource development project.
The final and most important thing is really a team effort. So I mean, you really have to have a core group of people that work really well together. And you know, we're seeing that here, and people are really enjoying themselves. You know, they're working hard to maximize efficiency. Everybody's getting along, everybody's helping out. We're running these crews 24 hours a day, and everybody's putting on all hats to get the job done. So it's really fantastic.
This really has been an incredible experience to really get out here. I mean, first of all, the Thorn is in a beautiful location, northwest BC. The mountains, the scenery is just phenomenal. And then to become a part of this team that works out here, the team is really incredible. All of the people here work together so well. And to just be a part of that and work in that environment for a few days has given me a new understanding of how the exploration process works. And I'm excited to get back to the city and tell all of the shareholders and the investors what's been going on. And yeah, it's just been great.